Hey, look, a Sokito box. Never thought I'd see one of those around. Let's jump into the unboxing. So, Sokito Scudetta, these are the blackout, murdered out, jet black, how phantom colorway, whatever you want to say. All black, very, very cool. This is the Sokito box. I'm glad I could bring you guys an unboxing of these. So you get this little kind of wrap around the box itself because the box itself feels like an egg carton almost, which is kind of funny and very on brand for Sokito, which is great. So you got the Sokito logo in there. You've got the really interesting kind of topographical map looking lines here on the top of the box. I was going to say the upper of the box, the top of the box that mimic the patterning on the upper as well. And then it's got Unleash the Future of Performance, which is their little tagline there. Nothing there, but let's get these out of this little sleeve action. Pull this off. Similar there. So you do get this topographical map there as well. And then here is the sizing. So Sokito Scudetta. The reason I wanted to bring you guys the all black pair was because I actually went up half a size to a 9.5 US because the original ones that I got in the launch colorway, still super comfortable, but they're just a little bit short for me, especially because my feet are so wide. So I wanted to go with a 9.5, see if that helps out at all. And my guess is these are going to be absolutely perfect. These are a UK 8.5, Euro 42.5, and a 26.7 centimeters, which, as you can see, that's probably my issue right there, is because I usually go off of centimeter sizing, but I'm a 26.8 centimeters, and I went with a 9 US, which was even shorter than that. So anyway, weird, definitely weird sizing, but I digress because they're fantastic football boots. So here we go, unboxing the all black. Oh, cool. Whoa, blue laces in my brand blue. No, just kidding. I actually put these on before the unboxing because I thought they were going to look even better than a blackout pair. So, needless to say, blue laces, amazing. Blackout boots, also amazing. The silhouette looks fantastic. I really like the Scudetta. I think it's one of the best boots of the year, easily. And for me, it is one of the boots that I will be wearing for a very long time because they are just comfortable as. This BioTouch upper is amazing. So, let's jump into... There you go. Fantastic. All right, here we go. Get the box out of the way, and let's throw these down. Let me know what you guys think of the contrast lacing. I tend to prefer something with a little bit. Blackout's obviously always incredible, but I just thought the blue laces had to go somewhere, and on a blackout pair of boots, I think they look super, super sick as well. So let's get this little piece out, and we will show you guys. Gosh, that's amazing. That upper is just ridiculously soft. So, Sokito, this boot is certified vegan, and it's made from corn waste, castor beans, wood fiber, sugarcane, bamboo, and recycled plastic bottles, which you can see right there. Really nice, I think. It looks a little bit better. I'm okay with this being on the upper. It's a little wacky in my opinion. However, it is cool that they made this black and not a contrasty material or contrasty color, because then it doesn't kind of stand out like that original launch colorway did. This is about 180 to 182 grams, which is very, very light. It's one of the lightest boots on the market today. This BioTouch upper is part of that reason, because it is so soft and so thin, creates this amazing touch on the ball that is very seamless, because the patterning that you have across the upper that mimics the box, the unboxing portion, this is a tiny bit of texturing. It's a little bit of grip, but it's maybe 1%, 0.5% different from if it didn't have this texturing. It's just a little bit of texture to make sure that in wet weather conditions, you don't have too much of an issue with the ball sliding all over the place. Has a non-stretch midfoot material, which is also really nice. It's very, very thin. It's kind of a mesh-based synthetic material that is obviously going to be some piece of this list of ingredients, if you will. And then you have a suede lining across the entirety of the inside of the boot, which kind of adds to this BioTouch feeling just even that bit more incredible. Now, this has a lot of comparisons. People have been comparing this a lot to the Hybrid Touch from the Adidas F50 in 2014 and the new Messi edition F50. That being said, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say this is slightly thicker than the original 2014 F50, but this is softer and better. And the reason I say that is because the break-in process and the way that it just sort of molds to each little piece and little crevice of your foot is superior, in my opinion, to the Adidas Hybrid Touch. So that's my opinion. I would say that for the most part, people would agree with me if they actually tried and tested both boots. Unfortunately, the F50, obviously, you can't get any more in that original edition unless you find it for a pretty expensive premium, because it is sort of that retro model now. The sole plate is made from 89% renewable carbon from castor beans. It is quite stiff. It bends a little bit in the midfoot, but not too much. And then it's got a really decent amount of snapback through the forefoot. It's not my favorite sole plate on the market. I think it's a little bit wonky. I think they could have gone for a little bit less aggressive studs, simply due to the fact that the majority of the people wearing these will be on AG. In fact, a lot of their marketing materials in sort of their pop-up stores in the UK were all played on AG surfaces. And I'm not going to hate, but also at least go on natural grass with something like that, because a sole plate like this does not need to be on AG surfaces ever. It is too aggressive. The studs are massive, not only in length, but also in height. They're very, very long. It reminds me a little bit of the Wave Ignitus remake that I did a video of a while ago. Like, very aggressive, very long, very deep. Like, it's an aggressive sole plate. However, if you are somebody who plays on FG the majority of the time, this will be awesome for you, because these are going to perform great on FG surfaces. You do have a removable insole, which is made from 64% sugar cane, which is really nice. And then the laces that I don't have on here anymore are also made of 100% plastic, recycled plastic bottles, which is kind of cool. So there's that insole, Sokito logo in there, some holes in the forefoot. I don't know what that's for. Maybe, how would you say? Like weight saving, I guess. All right, get these down in there. So that is the Scudetta in a nutshell. I know that was quite a quick breakdown, but really for me, the reason that I wanted to film this video is to talk about sizing, because the sizing of the 9 US, which is my normal US sizing, fit a little bit too snug for my liking. It's still comfortable. I don't have any issues with the midfoot and stuff. It took me a little bit to break in, but really no problems in the grand scheme of things. But I want to see if, similar to the Puma, not the Ultra, sorry, the King Ultimate 2.0, when I went up a size. So I originally had reviewed this colorway, and then I went up a half a size to that mountain pack colorway, and the fit was perfect. These, I'm gonna assume, are probably gonna be the same. So without further ado, let's jump into the on-feet portion of the video, and I will make a definitive sizing recommendation after trying these on. Let's hop into it. All right, fam, out here in the backyard with the Blackout Scudetta in a half a size up. Again, these are a 9.5 US. Let's jump straight into the on-feet portion. And for those of you who don't know, this is not sponsored or anything. These are pure laces. So these are Josh's from SR4U. He makes the laces on top of the grip socks and stuff. So you guys can find, I know a lot of people ask me when I put some photos up on like, hey, where do you get the colored laces? Go to Pure. So let's get into half a size up really quick. And here we go. Oh, yep. Video's over. Oh my God. Everybody, half a size up. Much, much better fitting football boot. These are perfect now. Okay, here we go. I wonder, because this video is going to come out after probably the boot of the year, I wonder if I had had these ones, would I have changed my mind? Okay, probably not. Needless to say, that's a 9.5 US, and that fits like everyone else's 9. So just, I would go up half a size, but these fit perfectly. Oh my God. Oh, okay. Scudetta in a 9.5, baby. Let's go. Oh, these are so sick. the upper is crazy. This BioTouch upper feels absolutely outrageous. And I actually just got done reviewing Menace 5, and Menace 5 takes a little bit of a different approach to this sort of synthetic microfiber. Obviously, this one is made of some recycled materials and all that stuff, and that one isn't. But they're very, very similar feeling. This one is just a little bit thinner, whereas that one has a little bit more of a cage on top of it, so it feels a little bit more locked in. But from a softness perspective, these are absolutely fabulous. The other cool thing is you do have a runner's knot, so as you can see, I do have a little bit of a bubbling there. This will go away just because these are brand new, and the Scudetta actually molds and shape shifts pretty nicely. But overall, the 9.5 half size up fits me way better than the 9 does. The 9 fits great, like it's still a good football boot, but they're just too tight for me, honestly. So look at that. The softness of that BioTouch upper is pretty ridiculous. The fact that they've managed to create that sort of material out of recycled materials is pretty impressive. So there's a full look at the boots. I love the blue laces. I just think it looks really nice. The sole plate does feel good. I'm still not a huge fan of the sole plate. As I said in the unboxing portion of this video, it's not my favorite sole plate. I wish they would have gone a little bit more traditional, at least. Maybe keep going aggressive, do your aggressive traction and stuff, but maybe a little less long studs and a little bit less depth to them. So they're not as, they just feel like big blades. It feels like I'm kind of skating a little bit when I'm on a pitch, whereas if you're on an FG pitch, it actually feels totally fine. They are still pretty aggressive. Not quite as aggressive as Puma Ultra, but I do think it could have done with a little bit more of an ergonomic sole plate. As you can see, they do take up quite a bit of the real estate of the bottom of the shoes, and that's not always the best thing. But to be fair, the sole plate feels good. It's a decent amount of snapback. It's not the best in the world, but it's definitely fine for what this boot is. I think similar to the Ultra Carbon, if they had made a sole plate that was crazy aggressive with an upper that was as soft as this, it would actually feel quite disconnected. Whereas I think the fact that they made the sole plate not as overly snappy means that it sort of complements the softness of the upper. So I really feel like these are they feel more natural on my feet than a lot of other boots do, particularly because of the softness of the upper with sort of the malleability and the molding feeling that I get from the sole plate as well. From a heel area perspective, as I mentioned in the original Sokito review, or the original Scudetta review, this heel area is near perfect. I think they've absolutely nailed the shape. It's very neutral. There's no BS to it. It's got a really nice suede padding, and then you do have that extra bit of knit that doesn't do anything outside of create the sensation that the boot sort of flows up into your ankle a little bit more. You can barely feel it unless you were to actually flip these down, and then you're like, oh, okay, that makes sense why, that little flap is there. It actually creates a little bit more of that sensation of sort of holistically feeling like the boot just becomes part of your foot. But overall, man, yeah, excellent. I already thought the Scudetta was an incredible football boot. And in fact, because this video is coming after the top 10 football boots of the year, these were third place behind the Wave Cup SS and the Predator Rotero / David Beckham. Would I change my opinion now that these are kind of perfect sizing for me? I still think it would stay behind. It would definitely still stay behind the Wave Cup. It would just be a toss-up kind of for me between these and the Roteros on sort of what I was feeling that day. So if I was feeling more of a robust power boot, I'm gonna go for that. If I'm gonna feel more speed boot, I'm gonna go for this. So the position doesn't really change, and the new sizing that I will give to you guys, being half a size up, doesn't really change the fact that they're still in the top 3 football boots of 2024. So regardless, it's an incredible pair of football boots, and what they've done here is immense. It's really, really impressive, and I love the new blackout colorway. I think it's great because then you can slap some really cool color laces on them and make them look kind of your own and a little bit more fun. So I think that's gonna wrap up today's video of the Scudetta in the, I don't remember what they call this colorway, Phantom colorway or Blackout colorway, whatever, it doesn't matter. They're all black. And that's gonna wrap up today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, go up half a size. They fit me perfectly. I have 0 hot spots now, and the touch on the ball is incredible. Go watch my previous Scudetta review for all the kind of technical aspects, plus the playtest that should be coming out well before this video drops. And yeah, hit that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel. Become part of the fam. As always, be awesome. Take care. I'll see you guys in the next video.